13-320 State versus Gavin Reed, breaking and entering, theft, 11-229. It was a non-support case.
Judge, this the newer case is relatively new. Mr. Reed's been in jail for approximately 90 days. I'd like to address his bond at this point in time.
Let me ask you this, what is the older case?
Looks like the non-support has a 2011 case number. I don't know if that's correct. I don't know if that's correct or not.
7/19/12, there was a FTA warrant issued for him, Your Honor. In that case, it's case number 2011-229. He may be under an FTA, which would obviously affect his bondability.
Let me see if I can figure out where we're at on the newer case.
Your Honor, it looks like he has a reappearance date set in front of Judge Webb in a couple of weeks. If we just want to leave it that way and let Mr. Bayless speak to Mr. Reed about the disposition of his cases.
Okay.
I've received some new information that the arrearage that we originally thought is much more than we thought, so I'll explain that to Mr. Reed and we can proceed that way.
Okay, in 11-229, I'm signing a scheduling order here that you reappear on March 27th regarding discovery in the pretrial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
13-313 State versus Ryan Amix, delivery of controlled substances, unlawful use of communication device.
Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Amix in the hallway because of the nature of his incarceration. He informed me that Mr. Pasting represents him in this matter.
Okay.
Judge, I think we can pass it for today. He's got a status hearing in March. We'll deal with it then.
Apparently, Mr. Pastings moved for a continuance, so I just signed the continuance order.
I also had misdemeanors that I was willing to plead guilty on when I was incarcerated last time, but they didn't figure out a restitution amount, and that's why I'm incarcerated today.
That may be in a different court.
Okay. Well, let me look here. In this particular, I think Mr. Kincaid's right. In this particular case, it doesn't appear there are any misdemeanors, so that's something that apparently you have to talk to your lawyer about.
Thank you.
March 27th. Thank you. Stephen Neisel.
If you could recall that one, Judge, he's in the hallway. We're looking at that file.
Okay.
Hopefully to come to a resolution today.
State versus Lisa Pedersen. String of drug charges in 13-243, 13-260, delivery of methamphetamine, hydrocodone, possession of drug paraphernalia.
Judge, for the court's information, Lisa's in the courtroom now. I've spoken with Mr. Bayless. These are set for pretrial today. He's informed me there is no action to take in these matters today.
Okay.
He will be here at 1 o'clock, and if Ms. Peterson needs to be brought back, I imagine he can make that happen.
Okay. Docket will reflect that.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you, ma'am. 13-287 State versus Michael Copeland, aggravated residential burglary, first-degree imprisonment, terrorist threatening, theft.
Judge, there is no action to take on the case at this point in time. We'll leave it as scheduled. Mr. Bayless will. It's been scheduled, I think, for status in March. Mr. Bayless will be contacting Mr. Copeland.
Apparently, there's nothing to be done in your case today. Thank you, sir.
Sure.